Hello everyone, my name is Dima Smetkin and you are on my channel, Strange Journeys. This is a channel about various strange journeys, and now you're watching probably the craziest and biggest journey in the history of my life. This is a trip on this electric bike from Sochi to Vladivostok, across the country, from sea to sea. It's a bike with an assistant, that is, I pedal, and he helps me depending on the chosen program. We are located in the area of Lake Baikal, and more specifically, it is the city of Lesvyanka, and even more specifically, the port of Baikal. My wife flew to Lesvyanka to see me. I stopped my trip here for 3 days. We had a little family vacation here. By ferry, we got to this peninsula, where the most beautiful Baikal Railway is located, which runs around the entire island. So I decided to simplify my journey a little bit. Everything turned out to be okay with the ferry crossing. Cool. Super let us in. It was fun, colorful. Now it remains to guess what will happen to the train. And on this train, I will travel either to the city of Kultuk or to the city of Sludyanka. It depends on the hotels that are ahead of me and the weather conditions. We'll wait for the train, jump on it, and then we'll talk further. Guys, if any of you believe in deities, mystical creatures, or some kind of rituals, please remove the evil eye from me. For the last month and a half of my journey, I have been constantly plagued by rains, snow, frost, and winds. There were 3 perfect days when my wife and I were on Lake Baikal. The weather was amazing. The sun, no wind, no rain. But on the day of my departure, everything went wrong for the next 4 days. The most interesting thing is that for a day and a half, the same cloud just hung over Irkutsk, Slyudyanka, Baikal, and Ulan-Ude. She didn't move anywhere, didn't leave, just hung there. My train has already arrived. I have about half an hour before the train departs, and I will definitely run to the store for cookies before boarding the train. 2 days ago, my wife and I climbed an abandoned lighthouse and accidentally went into a local village store where I found the most incredible sugar cookies. Seriously, I've never tasted anything better in any store in Central Russia. I will definitely take them with me on the road. Hello, we bought cookies from you. You can have 2 of these things and 6 of these things. You can also put a broken one. Be sure to stop by these shops in the nearest of these 2 and buy these cookies there. Someone may advise you to go to a landfill in Irkutsk, walk along the trails, go to a cafe or try some booze. But I wholeheartedly advise you to find that store and buy these cookies. You won't regret it.
Am I a blogger now?
Yes, now you're going to record me on camera.
For the rest of the trip, from the escort car?
Yes, that's exactly how it is. Can you get in there? You will take the steering wheel. Oh, this moment. This is the moment. God, you should know how difficult this is. At best, another 3-4 hours. I do not know how it will be. At best, another 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I don't know how to find the strength anymore. How to hold on. How to start pedaling again every day. 3 weeks. It's from a crazy daily job. I can't see the fucking finish line anymore. I no longer understand what I have to come to. I'm mentally exhausted. And a long time ago. Okay, pedal, get off the train. I wouldn't break the engine. Quietly, wait, don't leave. The situation is not very happy. Do I really need to go up the stairs? Going up the stairs is not an option. I hope I'm going this way. It's raining and it sucks. I hope I'm moving in the right direction, right? Anyway, guys, I haven't looked at the hotel yet. I can take it right here in Slyudyanka, or I can drive a little bit to the next town. They say that there is some kind of amazing station building here in Slyudianka. I understand that this is it. It seems to be made of marble. You should know how impossible it is to get involved in a trip after a good long rest. How difficult it was for me to go after my wife gave me a surprise and flew to Ufa for my birthday. You can't imagine how much I don't believe myself right now, that I have to keep going. Damn, I still have the taste of my wife on my lips, and I'm standing in a small town. At 8 p.m., I'm thinking now, will I be able to drive 50 kilometers today or will I fail? There are 4,000 kilometers left to the finish line. 50 kilometers out of 4,000, you know, is a serious figure. Did you say that you met a bear in these parts? Was he alone, without cubs?
Yes, just one bear.
Wow, how does it feel after meeting a bear?
It was very uncomfortable. I set up a tent a kilometer away from our camp, and there on the Serpentine I met him when I went down.
Oh my God, good luck to you. I won't get wet in the rain.
Goodbye, all the best to you.
Well, this is probably the most famous marble railway station. I assume it's made of marble on the outside. Well, that's enough. We've looked. The station is made of marble. I'm not used to it anymore, guys. How does it work this way? It's like it's not my bike. I almost forgot about another very important thing. Let's go! I can go on tour mode. It's very fast. Let's turn on the workout mode. Although, why should I turn on the workout? The rain is dripping. Unpleasant. Baikal, look ahead. Beautiful. So far, I've set the route just to a random place. But I have more work to do than ever before. I need to work harder than ever right now. And even in the best case scenario, I have to do the same thing every day. At least 20 days. I have to stay in this state for the second month. But to be honest, that's it. I'm totally fucked right now. I've had my bike serviced 3 or 4 times on this trip. They changed the chains, changed the transmission, lubricated the chains, and counted everything. Not once. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a new chain after every maintenance. Always. Right on the very first day, I got caught in the rain. Dima, do you want to know how a bicycle rides on paraffin? Isn't this the first time you've ever ridden on paraffin wax? Yes, of course I do. But no, it won't work. Was there paraffin? There is no paraffin. What are we gonna do now? We drive into the night. And what have we already done? We got our shoes soaked through. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's cool. If I drive even 50 kilometers today, I can just do anything with these batteries. Work in turbo mode, my dear batteries. No, come on. Let's not go below 20 kilometers per hour today. The later we arrive, the less sleep we get, and the later we leave tomorrow. I know this equation. Descents are also good. The gear shift is not working. I do not know why he could be so confused. Considering that nothing was done to him in Irkutsk, we just switched the system to paraffin. It makes sense, yes, that they filmed the tape. It is logical that the chain was removed. Look, he's at the last speed. Well, in fact, he stands on the 4th star from the end. Watch me pedal. It's like I'm in turbo mode, but I'm in eco mode. And I have the stars in the middle. Look, these aren't even the biggest ones yet. Well, there's nothing you can do about switching now. It's not even about them. Something's going on with the engine. I can't drive in eco mode that easily. I'm switching to tour mode. I'm eating the same way. I'm switching to EMTB, and I'm going the same way. Although it should get even easier. I switch to turbo mode and drive the same way. That is, as if all 4 modes are the same. So what is it? What's the deal? Why is everything working now? Everything worked, both electronics and mechanics. I roughly understood the terrain that I'm going to have here now, and I realized that I can basically book a hotel. The hotel is now 26 kilometers away, and thus, from Baikalsk, we will have a little less than 300 kilometers to Ulan-Ude. Look, I'm driving and I keep seeing Lake Baikal on the left. I can't see the road clearly. I don't see any cracks or holes in the road. With my powerful brakes, you can easily fly into a ditch. For some reason, the cars behind me don't overtake me.
Whoa!
On such bumps, the bike just resonates.
Ow, ow, ow!
How much longer? We didn't climb so much. So we're going to climb up now.
Whoa!
Wow, how close the truck passed. Is this some kind of joke? This rain with this destroyed road. I just drove through huge cracks in the asphalt. I just thought that the tail of the bike would stay there now, and the gears switch by themselves. Just figure it out from a big star to a small one. The gears are no longer shifting. Wow, smooth asphalt. Seriously? Exactly the second I turned on the camera. Smooth asphalt. It can't be. We arrived in Baikalsk. Okay, that's enough for today. Thanks for this day. The chain is now covered in dirt. The transmission stopped working altogether. You can also forget about dry boots and a hat. Yes, I drove up to the hotel. I'm just standing downstairs right now. I'm sorting the bags. Yeah, I'll be right up. Oh, by the way, I've lightened this bag now too. I removed the solar panel from it. I'm not going to use it, I think. If the panel was not needed halfway through, then it will not be needed further. Somehow I'm going to have to get different things out of here, which are now just piled up here. I don't see what I need yet, and I still can't see where my vitamin C is. Well, then I didn't need it that much. What do we need next? Slippers. Maybe they don't need to. Bag. Shorts.
How many kilometers do you drive in a day?
From 180 to 250 kilometers.
Does it depend on the weather?
Yes, it depends on the weather, on the hills, on the mood most of all.
Are you going far?
I'm going to Vladivostok.
You'll have to climb the slide soon.
Well, yes, I heard.
Are you going without company?
Yes, I'm going alone. So where should I go? Hello, I booked a room. My last name is Smetkin. Sorry, I have such a question. I travel by bike. Can I at least get him off the street somewhere?
Yes, of course. You can put it in the backyard. There are security cameras there.
Is there a roof? What kind of canopy?
Yes, there's. Of course there is.
Well, shall we go get the bike right away? You can't see the bike, but it's there. It's fine. Let the bike stand here. Great. I was just driving. I wanted to tell you that Chelyabinsk has run out of air-conditioned hotels. Listen, there's a bathroom. If it wasn't my first day on the road, I'd give a lot for this room right now. I'm so funny. Or, on the contrary, scary. Well, listen to what I can say. If you drive like this for 50 kilometers every day and fly into a hotel, it turns out to be absolutely gorgeous. And in such situations, I can even afford to drive in the rain. We are urgently looking for a Wi-Fi connection and launching a stream. I don't understand where it came from or how it happened. Does anyone know how it happened, guys? I'm not either. Now shake off the dirt or wait until it dries. I hope that this dirt won't fall off by itself. I'll put on and shake out my dry clothes in the morning. Let's do this. Look, this is my portable mining farm. There is one outlet, everything is cool, everything is working, everything is charging. Let's charge the flashlights. I like everything to always be 100% charged. I hate it when there are 84, 92%. And you know what's unusual? This is the first time in this hotel during the entire trip. It has warm batteries, which means I'll be able to dry my wet sneakers, which means that tomorrow on a rainy day, I'll be riding in dry sneakers again.